Hi there, welcome to today's class. Today we're going to be doing backbends. This is day 10. You will be needing a chair today, so just a normal kitchen chair. You don't need the yoga chair, but the yoga chair will be fine as well. A nice straight back chair though, and place a hole in the backrest where you can, that's not absolutely necessary, but it does help us. And then one or two blankets. So the focus of today's class is the back bends. We want to tone those back muscles. Best way to do it with back bends, but go with your own body. So don't just go full, go slow, feel the back. We don't want to suddenly start spasming muscles because there's a problem or an old injury or whatever. So you really work slowly. We're going to start off in the mountain pose. So bring the feet together, the inner heels, inner ankles touching. Pressing the feet evenly down. Lift through the spine. Lift the chest, lengthen into the crown, but stretch the fingers away from the shoulders, drawing the shoulders down. Finding that nice balanced curve in the lower back. So really should start being able to access the right curve. And therefore feeling that the body's nice and stacked. Okie dokie. Next pose, we're going to just have a chair in front of us. I'll show you what, I'll do it sideways first. So we're going to have a chair with maybe a blanket on the seat of the chair. We're going to be standing in front of the chair with our legs wide. So I'm going to do this sideways so that you can see what we're going to be doing. Take the hands onto the hips. And now from here, we're going to press through the feet and use the hands on the sides of the hips to draw the hips in and then to draw the buttock flesh down. And as we're going to draw the shoulders down, we lift the chest up. Now, here, these are your back ribs here at the lowest ones. As we breathe in, we're going to press the feet and then lift those back ribs up. Use the feet to lift the chest up and take the head back. No pain, huh? So breathe in, press and lift the chest. Now really press the feet and lift. Draw the buttocks down. Take the shoulders away from the ears and see how much you can lift the chest up to the ceiling. That's already a slight back bend. Now we want to create space from the lower ribs away from the lower back. So that's where we're lifting them up. And then breathing out, keep that extension, hinge from the hips, and just take your forearms onto the backrest of the chair, into the prasarita pose. Now again, we don't want to just bend. We want to now see if we can draw the chest away from the hips. We're going to slightly arch the back, and then pressing the feet, lifting the sitting bones. Reach the chest forward, reach those bottom back ribs forward away from the lower back. This abdomen to stop the excessive arching in the spine. Lift the abdomen slightly up. Press the feet. Use the feet to lengthen the chest forward and take the shoulders away from the ears. Should feel a nice strength coming into that upper back. Just watch the neck. Don't overstrain the neck. So you can look slightly down. And then just heel toe the feet in. We're going to now come to the forward bending pose. So taking the hands onto the shins. Want to see that the legs are vertical. Pressing the feet evenly down. Again, using those feet to lift the sitting bones up. And then using the hands on the shins, wherever they may be, to lengthen the chest forward. We're going to draw the shoulders away from the ears, draw the shoulder blades down towards the floor, take the chest forward, past the, in the direction of the chin. Again, it's a slight back bend. You'll feel that slight arch, but it's a very safe, and we're working now those muscles, toning the back muscles. Hold. And then take the hands onto the hips, press through the feet, breathe in and come upright. There we go. So we're going to use the chair again later. And now we're going to come to the floor. So come to the floor. We're going to be lying on our stomachs. Just get down slowly. And you can take the hands in front of you and rest the forehead on the hands. We're now going to take the hands just not under the shoulders, slightly back, and take the elbows in. Then point the toes back. Now, just keep the forehead down for now. We want to take our attention now to those 2 points of the hips and the pubic bone. We want to really draw those down into the mat and feel nice and sturdy with those points. Taking the elbows back. Now we're going to again lift the spine, lift the head up. But as we lift the head up, we draw these lower back ribs away from the lower back and draw the shoulders away from the ears. So that firms the upper back. There shouldn't be any pain. Again, sink with our 2 hip bones and the pubic bone. That tripod, sink it into the floor. Now keeping the slightly looking ahead, not arching too much the neck. We're going to just lift the hands off the floor. Again, no pain. Just nice, even breathing on the out breath. Lift up. Now in back bends, it's very important not to hold your breath. Keep the breath soft. Lift the hands up. Hold. And gently come down. Going to do another one. Lift up. So just lifting the chest up, lifting the hands off the floor. The elbows going straight back, the shoulders away from the ears. And then release down. And one last time. Lift the chest up, lift the hands off the floor, chest forward, shoulders down. And then release. Bring the forehead onto the hands in front of you. Take a nice deep breath in and out. If at any time you feel the back sore, you just back off, huh? And then just relax a bit, or you're just going to wiggle the hips a little bit just to warm those muscles. We're now going to come into what's called the Sphinx pose in yoga. So just come up. We're going to take the elbows underneath the shoulders. So they must be directly underneath the shoulders. The hands pointing forward. Feet together. Again, that tripod of the 2 hip bones, the front of the hip bones and the pubic bone. We want to feel them there on the floor. Then spread the fingers. And now as we draw the forearms down, the chest lifts. But remember, we want to also draw the chest forward so that those lower back ribs draw away from the lower back. Now drop the shoulders down. And then, without moving the forearms, draw them towards the hips. Feel that nice forward moving of the chest. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Just look slightly ahead. Keep the neck in a good position, so not overarching. Feel that strength coming across the upper back. Try to as well now imagine that the shoulders are going wider. So how we do that is we rotate the bicep muscle in the front of the arm outwards and the tricep muscle at the back of the arm inwards. Feel that nice strength. Now lift those lower back ribs away from the lower back. Make sure you have that. Hold. Reach the feet back. away from the hips. And then release, slowly come with the forehead back to the floor. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Again, coming up onto the forearms. We're going to just do it one more time, but you can practice this more. Again, check that the elbows are underneath the shoulders. Finger spread, that middle finger forward. No pinching in the lower back. Draw the chest forward. Lift those lower back ribs up. Draw the arms down. Draw the shoulder blades forward. And then again, widen across the shoulders. And then just come to nice, even breathing. And then release. Bring the forehead onto your hands. Just rest. We're now going to come into the Salabhasana pose, where we're going to keep the hips glued to the floor, but then just lift the arms. So we need a little bit of space. If you're quite close to the wall, just move slightly away from the wall. So we're taking the arms out to the side. I just need to move a little bit further away. Okie dokie. So keeping now that nice firm tripod of the pubic bone in the front of the hips glued to the ground, you're going to breathe in, lift the arms up, just off the floor. Again, the chest comes forward. Try to not have any pinching in the back. And then see if you can lift the arms even more. And lift the chest slightly more, but only within what you can manage. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, chest forward, lower back ribs away from the lower back. Hold nice, even breathing. And then just slowly come down. So the back bends are also very invigorating, so just take a few breaths. Again, lift the arms on either side, like an aeroplane. Keeping the feet down, keeping that tripod of in the hips down. Lift the arms up, chest forward. Now really see if you can fly with your wings. So lift the arms as high as you can. Keep the pubic bone and the hips glued down. Nice, even breathing, shoulders away from the ears, chest forward. And then release. Take a nice deep breath in and out. You're going to now do the Salabhasana with the arms above the head. So rest, take your arms above the head, rest. You can use a blanket for your forehead, like so, or your hands. Put the hands above the head, the feet back. And now again, drawing the pubic bone and those 2 points of the hips down, reaching the feet back. Just lift one arm at a time up, just gently. Maintain space in the lower back. If you feel those muscles working and straining, then just rest a bit first. But we are working them, but we don't want pain. So just one arm lifts at a time. We keep those hips glued down. And then resting the forehead on the hands or the blanket, you're going to just lift one leg up at a time. And this time really making sure that we don't lift those hips off the floor. Just as high as you can. As you lift the leg, try to reach the low back ribs away from the low back as well. Point the feet back, lift. Okie dokie, so we've gotten used to the motion. We're now going to lift the right arm and the left foot up. Now watch that keep those hips glued evenly on both sides. Then lift the arm and the leg as high, the right arm and left foot as high as you can. Reaching the chest forward, shoulders away from the ears. Come down, take a nice deep breath in and out. And then on the out breath, lift the left arm and the right foot. You'll notice one side is probably easier than the other. Nice information to have. Just hold and then release. Right arm, left foot up. Just remember, don't hold the breath. Keep breathing evenly. Left arm, right foot up. And we're going to go a little bit quicker because this also creates that crossover pattern that we use when we walk. But just no pain. And then release. Rest the forehead on the hands. Take a nice deep breath in and out. And now we're going to lift the arms and the legs up. Keep the hips glued to the floor. Lift the arms, lift the legs up. Now, if this is creating too much of a pinching in the back, then release the hands or the legs. Just do what you can. Come down. Now we're going to take the hands behind us. So this makes it a little bit easier. So as we lift the legs and the arms, keep the pubic bone and the hips glued. Now draw the arms away from the shoulders to help draw the chest forward and lift the hands up. This is the Superman pose. Nice even breathing. Lift the arms, lift the legs as high as you can. And then release. Rest the forehead on the floor. And again, coming up, arms back. Lift the arms, lift the legs, create space in the lower back. Keep the hips glued down. Take the shoulders away from the ears. Take the chest forward. Reach the feet backwards. Lift the arms, lift the legs. Stay on that tripod of the hips. Even breathing. Hold. And then release. Lovely. We're now going to go into the wheel pose Dhanurasana. And remember, this is now really a little bit of we'll be taking the back bending to a new level, and it might be too much for you. So just go carefully with this one. So lying on your front, and also this one, because we're going to be taking the legs, holding the legs with the hands, but because we're creating that, it's really important to try to get the chest to move further away from the hips to create that length in the lower back. So what we're going to do, bend the knees, take the outside of the feet, the tops of the feet with the hands. Make sure that the knees are about hip width apart. Breathe in, and as we breathe out, we pull the feet backwards, which pulls the arms away from the shoulders, keeping that nice firmness in the hips. We lift the arms and the legs up high as we can. Again, making sure that the chest moves forward, that we create space in the lower back. That's our main aim here. Lift the arms, lift the legs, even breathing, and then come down. Take a nice deep breath in and out. And then on the out breath, lift the arms, lift the legs, chest forward, shoulders away from the ears, even breathing. And then come down. And then just lying down, we're going to just wiggle the hips on the mat. And then we're going to come up. Come up slowly, first on your hands and knees, and then come up. So we're going to do now a twist, a chair twist with the upright chair. You can either sit through the chair, if your chair allows, like so, or you can sit to the side of the chair, like so. Preferably the seat of the chair is nice and flat. So I'm going to do it sideways, but the instructions are almost the same. So when you're sitting in your chair, just first of all, get a nice even feel with the sitting bones on your chair. The spine nice and lengthened. We have been working that lower back, so watch not to arch the back or to round it too much. We're going to release the back still. This is part of that. So, sitting nice and upright, we're going to just turn to face the backrest, like this. Now, we're not twisting too much. Keep your attention on the sitting bones and the spine, lengthening between those sitting bones through to the crown. There must be a nice straight line there. We don't want to bend back. The spine must stay upright. So as you breathe in, lengthen into the crown, drop the shoulders, keep them level, and then breathe out fully, and then just twist to the right. Using the hands to draw the right shoulder blade back, the left shoulder blade forward. And the shoulder blades being very important here. They have to be nice and strong because that's where our twist is. We're not twisting the lower back, we're twisting more the upper back. And then twist to look over your right shoulder. So keeping those sitting bones level, breathe in, lengthen to the crown. Use the breath now to fill the chest and expand the chest as much as possible. Breathe out fully, and then take up the slack by twisting more. No pain. Breathe in, breathe out fully, and twist some more. Drop the shoulders. It's very good for releasing the back. I'm sure you can feel that. Anyway, so we're going to go the other way now. So just with the, we're going to be twisting now to the left. Again, first sitting bones, level, spine vertical, everything in a nice straight line. We keep that straight line as we turn towards the backrest. Keeping that nice and level, breathing in, lengthening into the crown. Keep the shoulders relaxed, don't bend. Breathe out fully, and then twist to the left. And again, we're going to use the breath now to expand the chest more. And really breathe right to the top of the lungs. Use the breath to expand the ribs. Keep the spine straight though, and then breathe out fully. And then just take up the slack with further twisting. Right shoulder blade forward, left shoulder blade backward. No pain. So if you have an injury or something, there shouldn't be pain. Twists are actually relatively good for the back if you don't cause pain, because it's stretching and releasing all the little muscles between the vertebrae. Breathe in, fill the spine, the chest. Breathe out fully, and then twist. And there we go. So I hope your back now really feels fantastic. We're going to come back to the floor. So we're going to just do the Pavattanasana. It's a release in the lower back. So you're lying on the floor. Take the arms on either side. And we're going to just lift the knees off the floor. And then imagine that you're holding a ball between your knees. So we're going to just roll and keep that ball between the knees as we just roll the back from side to side. But we want both shoulder blades sticking to the floor, and we don't want an excessive bend in the lower back. So sometimes people do this kind of thing. We don't want that now. We want to keep the back in kind of a neutral twist. So keep those knees apart and just go from side to side. And lovely, just now take the feet to the floor. Grab your blanket. We're going to go straight into the corpse pose. So in this, with the knees bent, allow the lower back to release. And then from here, we just straighten the legs one at a time and come into the corpse pose. Make sure that as you straighten the legs, that we don't take the lower back out of neutral. Gently close the eyes. And then just breathe some love into your lower back, all the spinal muscles. Let them release. Feel that the lower back is in neutral, the hips and the shoulders level. And we just go into soft, even breathing. Make sure not to let the chest collapse on the out breath. So we're not breathing out and dropping everything. No, keep it nice and lifted. Let the eyes sink to the back of the head, the brain. Release all the muscles in the face, all the muscles in the arms. Make sure the shoulder and the abdomen are, not the shoulder, the throat and the abdomen are completely soft. And finally, just let go. Even breathing. Just take a few moments just to release. And then bend the knees one at a time. Take the right hand above the head, roll it onto your right hand side. And then we're going to come up onto all fours. And before we go, we're just going to do a downward facing hero pose. So bring the big toes together, take the knees apart, take the hips to the heels, and then take the arms forward. Again, we want to feel the release in the back muscles now. So don't let the abdomen now sag to the floor. Keep the abdomen lifted. Allow the back muscles to release and to drop to the side. So they're going sideways and softening. Let's take a few breaths. And then from that, we come up. And with that, that's day 10. I hope you have a fantastic day. Just look after your back. Cheers.